Okay. Alright. Hello, I'm Canon EOS photographer, Randall M. Rueff. Today I want to talk to you, whoever you may be, about one of the reasons I want to upgrade my Digital XT to a Canon EOS 1DX or even the 1DC. I prefer the 1DC. Now, just a few minutes ago before I made this video, I was trying to get a picture of my cat Tasha over here on the chair. One of the things that I don't like about this camera is the fact that, well, aside from it's slow and it's lower resolution, is the fact that it's not full frame. It has a crop factor, which, if you're trying to get pictures zoom in from far away, that's a good thing. However, if you're trying to get wide angle or closer to a close object, it's kind of a hindrance, okay? So, that's one of the reasons I want to get the 1DC. I love my 28-300, but when I'm shooting from here to a distance of a couple feet here with a crop sensor, which is a 1.4 magnification, I believe it's 1.4. It might be 1.6, but I believe it's 1.4. Anyway, point is, it's not full frame. And it makes it harder to focus, and it's not as fast to focus. Which means not only does it take longer to focus, I miss shots from time to time, okay? Even with 3 frames per second, I can still miss shots. So that's one of the things, and one of the reasons I want to upgrade to the 1DC. Another thing is higher resolution. Another thing is the higher ISO range. That's a big plus. Another thing is the speed. 3 frames per second as compared to 12 or even 14. 12 would be the one, because I'm not gonna shoot it continuous without autofocus. I'm gonna shoot it with 12 so I can use the autofocus a lot of times. Okay, so there's that. The full frame, the faster speed, the higher ISO, plus it would be a lot easier if I could shoot, sometimes when I can shoot video and not use the flash or shoot it in a higher ISO, or I could do 4K video if I had the 1DC, and I could do video and extract photos or video stills from the video footage, and that would be an option. Whereas if I'm taking pictures with this camera, which does not do video, by the way, all it does is still digital, I have to use the flash a lot of times, especially indoors, because it only goes up to 1600 ISO. It goes from 100 to 1600 ISO, which back when I bought it wasn't a bad deal, but nowadays there's so much you can do when you go a lot higher ISO, both in speed, quality, resolution. I mean, it's so much better now, and so much more I can get if, like Tasha's sitting over there. I mean, I think I got a few good shots. One shot I'm really proud of. But I could have got so many more if I had the faster, you know, instead of now, this camera has a sports action mode, but in the sports action mode, the flash doesn't work. The sports action is meant for outside events. It does 2 things. It turns off the flash, and it continuously autofocuses, which is what you want when you're doing sports. But when I'm inside trying to get a cat, I want the flash to go off. I want to get close up. I want to get the detail and use the flash, and it's just, and especially I need the speed. I need the faster frame rates, not only with the flash but with the camera itself. So I'm taking lots of pictures and getting a large, getting the flash to keep up with the 12 frames or 6 frames per second. So that's one of the reasons I want the 1DC. And again, another reason is the 1080p in 30 and 60 frames. Let me get this right. The 1DC does 1080p or Full HD in 24, 25, 29, and 30 frames. I think 60 frames too. 60 frames too. So I think it's actually 49 and 50, so there's like 6 different settings. There's 24, 25, 29, 30, and I think it's 5960. Two other options, but it definitely does. I'm not sure if it does 59, but 60 is the other option. I know it does 60 frames. So I can do video, not use a flash, have a higher ISO, do video, and take video stills from that footage. So that would be awesome. I do the camera I'm using now, the HD flip camera, which is 720p, which I'm using to record this video. I've taken still pictures from it, and on a bright day, they turn out really good. Now, like a dark evening, like inside, I'm using false artificial light, obviously, and I'm inside, so it doesn't come out quite as good. But when you're outside in daylight, bright daylight, and you got a good subject, and you got plenty of light, video stills from this camera are really good. But if you come inside and you get darker, or fake lights, or it's not as bright, or you don't have as much light to use, it's a little bit harder because it doesn't come out quite as, the quality of it is good. So that's a bunch of the reasons I want to get the 1DX, or especially the 1DC. I would rather get the 1DC, so not only can I have all the benefits of the 1DX, but I have the abilities of the 1DC, which also does, again, the full 4K and does full HD with more options than the 1DX. The 1DX does 1080p. I believe it. I'm thinking 24 and 25, maybe 29 and 30, but it doesn't do the 60. Or I'm trying to think. I think that's how it is. I believe it does the 24, 25, 29, and 30, but it doesn't do the 60 or the 59 or what. I think that's how it works. I'll have to look that up. But I know there's some of it. Anyway, the 1DC does more, has more options. Plus, not only that, it's got some super stuff, and it's got something you can do. It's so much better when it comes to video. So I want to get the 1DC for that reason. And the other reason I talked about in the video, this camera is still good for a lot of things. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but I still need to step up to a higher. This is a what they call prosumer. It's not professional, but it's not amateur. There's amateur, prosumer, professional. It's kind of in the middle. Okay, so and again, this is old, so I mean, this is 2004, 2005, and it's now 2014, beginning of 2014. So I definitely definitely want to get a high-end professional Canon EOS camera. The 1DC right now is the best of the best that's out available on the market. Does I think it's 18.1 megapixels. I believe is the. I'm pretty sure it's 18.1 point. Well, it's actually 18.1 point or 18.1. But officially it's 18.1, which this only does 8, so it would be a high jump there. Plus, you know, like I just get done talking about, does a 4K video. Plus, I can do video in smaller sizes too if I want to. You don't have to shoot 4K. So there's a lot of neat options. There's a lot of, plus there's a whole bunch of settings. I mean, there's a lot of things I'd like to be able to geotag my photos. I'd like to be able to put the copyright info into the file, XF data. I mean, there's just a whole bunch of other things you can do with a professional camera you can't do with this. Yeah, this has served me well, but I'm ready to upgrade. And as soon as I get the money, I'm going to do just that. So if you can help me out, name and address down below, send a donation, send a camera, send some equipment, whatever you can. If you can help me out at all, I appreciate it. I know there's a lot of people out there, he's asking for money or he's asking for stuff. Well, you know, if you want to laugh, fine, but I would appreciate any help that you can give. And I'm trying to raise some money on my own, raise some of the funds myself. Just, you know, it's going to take me a while. So I appreciate any help. So, in fact, I tried to get one at Canon to do it, but they didn't supply anything. So I filled out a thing. They had a thing where you can fill out where you request money or camera equipment or to try out, blah, blah, blah. I didn't, because I'm not famous enough, obviously. But that's a little bit about why I want the camera and things of that nature. So I hope you. Oh, cats come in. Come here, going, Tasha. Okay, shh, be quiet. There's cats over there. Okay, so hope you've learned something. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll end it that way. You say, until next time, I'm Canon EOS photographer Randall M saying thanks for watching. Have a good day. May God bless you. And as always, keep taking those pictures.